Welcome to the 5-Minute Youth Ministry Coach. This is the podcast that equips you, encourages you, and reminds you of what really matters. This is episode 1, and it's the first in our episodes in our foundation series that are required listening before somebody begins serving in our local church, Covenant Fellowship Baptist Church. Let's talk about why youth ministry matters. Did you know that the majority of people who follow Jesus make a decision to do so before they turn 18 years old? So if you're serving in youth ministry, you are on the working front lines of one of the most strategic mission fields on the planet. And I just want to thank you for your heart to help young people see Jesus, grow in Jesus, and become disciple makers. So let's talk about our 3 main points today on why youth ministry matters. Number 1, youth ministry reaches people at their most receptive stage. Research shows that somewhere between 64 and 85% of Christians in the United States actually made a decision to follow Jesus before the age of 18 years old. In 2015, Barna released a study that showed that 2 out of 3 Christians, so about 63% of Christians, accepted Christ between the ages of 4 and 14 years old. This is often called the 4 to 14 window. So this shows incredibly why children's ministry and youth ministry is so important. This also means that we're not just doing games and devotionals. We're introducing students to the Savior at the very age that they're most likely to respond. And if you think about when you came to Christ, it's probably likely that you didn't accept Jesus the very first time you heard the gospel. I know in my case, I had heard over and over again before I finally made a decision to come to Christ. And so that's why gospel-based youth ministry matters so much, and why it's important that we not just share the gospel a couple times a year at events, but that gospel permeates all of our talks, all of our interactions, whatever we're teaching, because we're not just shaping people for moralistic goodness, we're trying to bring them to Jesus and then let Jesus shape them. Number 2, youth ministry impacts the entire church. Teenagers don't live in isolation. They're deeply connected to families and the life of the church. And your ministry gives you a direct line to partner with parents in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, often influencing how they disciple at home. So you think about that. You think you're stepping in to serve as a youth ministry worker. And so I love teens and I want to work and serve with teens. But in reality, you are kind of a cultural bridge and a missionary because you become a partner with parents. You become a partner with grandparents. You also help incredibly instruct the kids because a lot of students end up serving in children's ministry. So, we have a multi-generational impact because you've got adults working with teens. Teens are then encouraging children and becoming disciple makers in this way. And it's just this beautiful cycle where youth ministry can actually be an incredible gravitational force for the entire church. Number 3, youth ministry creates multi-generational momentum. Youth ministry can be a powerful bridge across generations. I love it when we have college-age workers because they learn to lead small groups and end up looking like big brothers and big sisters, spiritual big brothers and big sisters for the students in our ministry. Then you have older adults that come in, and a lot of times our parents who are working, they end up becoming surrogate spiritual parents for kids who maybe don't have that strong connection with mom and dad. And then even older people in our church, our seniors and senior citizens, they are vitally invested in praying for the kids and oftentimes being the financial backing for much of what we do. And we work to create connections to where the teens in our church have involvement. They get to serve at seniors. They do visitation. They do service projects where you have this incredible multi-generational, beautiful family affair. So when well done, youth ministry really does build a pipeline that serves from children all the way to old age, not just the teenage years. So don't ever feel like youth ministry is just crowd control. Remember, you're standing in one of the most strategic intersections of faith, family, and future. You're shaping disciples who will shape the church, and that really matters. So I just want to again say thank you for investing in the next generation. Keep going on. God is using you. So I'm Jay Holland, and this has been the 5-Minute Youth Ministry Coach. Remember, in addition to Apple Podcast, Spotify, and YouTube, you can also find each of these episodes at www.youthministry.coach. And you'll also find at that site a blog form where you can read this if you prefer reading over listening. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.